Good day, folks. Today I'm going to be continuing my review of the Transformers Prime Cyberverse line by taking a look at the commander-sized Bulkhead. Bulkhead comes packaged in robot mode in a typical Cyberverse card. The card features artwork of the Autobots on the left-hand side. The back of the card shows Bulkhead in his robot and vehicle modes, as well as giving a short bioparagraph. There's also artwork showing the Decepticons and Autobots in battle and the two playsets that will be coming out with the Command Your World logo. Bulkhead's tech specs are located on the right-hand side of the packaging, along with the series number. As we saw with Optimus, when you open up the packaging, there's another bubble inside with the mini DVD. As I mentioned in my review of Optimus Prime, all of the Cyberverse commanders are coming with a mini DVD of Masters and Students. They're all Masters and Students. So, I had to come up with creative ways to use these discs, A, since I already have the Blu-rays, and B, since I'm going to have a whole bunch of these discs. I found one use. I suppose I can keep going. As a figure, I think Bulkhead is just as solid as Prime is, and is another marked improvement in the Cyberverse line. He's got a ball-jointed shoulder, ball-jointed elbow, ball-jointed hip. He's got knee movement. The way his foot moves here, he can even get, if you can work it a little bit, he gets a little bit of ankle movement in there too. His head is kind of limited though, because of the size of his chin and these little parts that stick up, kind of his collar there. His head movement is a little limited. But other than that, he's a nice posable figure. Now, Bulkhead looks pretty good when you're looking at him from the front, or even from the sides here. The problem comes when you look at him from the back. There's nothing in there. He is completely hollow when looking at him from the back. I wish there would have been just something to kind of fold there to hide how empty he is inside. But other than that, that's probably my biggest beef with this character. Bulkhead's weapon is a translucent blue version of his Wrecking Ball weapon. I'm glad they included the Wrecking Ball and didn't include something else with him, because that's pretty iconic of the character. The only thing I wish is if the ball had been a little bit bigger, I think it would have been a little cooler, but given size limitations for these weapons, it's understandable. Taking a look at Bulkhead's transformation, there really is nothing too special here. All of his part movements are smooth and straightforward, and it is easy to see where all of the parts will end up in vehicle mode. The most interesting part of this process is how the chest and hips collapse and move together. This is where that big empty space in his back becomes useful, as his hips fold backward to fill the void. His chest plate then folds down to form the hood of the vehicle. In the end, I'd say that this process is about what you would expect from this size class of a toy. And here we have Bulkhead's vehicle mode, and this is where I will excuse the big gaping hole in his back, because it allows him to fold down into this nice compact vehicle. The vehicle also has some really nice paint apps on it too. The bumper is painted, the grille is painted. You've got some different colors painted on the doors here. You've got tail lights. So there's some really nice paint apps that go along with this vehicle mode, and they did a really good job with Bulkhead here. As with Prime, there are multiple ports for weapons to attach on vehicle mode. So you can really weaponize him, especially if you're using weapons from other toys. The other kind of neat thing is Bulkhead's mace weapon here has more little ports on the side of it, so you can actually use his mace weapon to attach even more weapons if you wanted to. And like I said, you can really arm these guys out if you want. Bulkhead is a nice addition to the Cyberverse Commanders line. He isn't a perfect representation of the screen model, but he still conveys Bulkhead's character pretty well. As a toy, he has a nice, simple transformation, but nothing that interesting. He does make a good figure though, as he can easily pull off some of those intimidating poses we've seen on the show. While he's not perfect, Cyberverse Bulkhead is still a fun toy to pick up.